Hello, everyone. Well, in the next 18 minutes, I will tell you a little bit about myself and my crazy stories. Hope that can inspire you to realize you can do anything successfully if you want to. Well, at the age of 30 years old, when most women in China are thinking about getting married, having kids, settling down, I actually did the bravest decision in my life. I decided to chase my dream, move to New York. Well, 7 years ago, that's a TV show called Sex and City. For those of you maybe don't know it, that's talk about 4 single women, their life in New York. Well, like all my friends, I was obsessed with the show. I just dreamed to live the life like them. This is one of the reasons I moved to New York. Here's me. The first day I arrived in New York City, I took that picture in the Central Park. You can see I still have this black Chinese straight hairstyle, and my personal style also not really fashionable like Carrie Bradshaw. And well, that's how it started. So I started living the life in New York. I find that's fashion's actually everywhere. I start learn about it. I start enjoy it. I really enjoy to see watching fashion happen to me every day. Well, I also learned about the real fashion industry. When people talk about fashion, you will think about, wow, that's really glamorous industry, We sit in the first row of the fashion show. We dress really fashionable, go travel around the world to really see the fashion trends. Well, I want to tell everyone, the truth is that's only 2 weeks of the year. The other 50 weeks of the year is nothing but hard work. Well, New York is a very competitive city. This was a picture I took one day. I was walking on the street. I was saying, wow, what's this restaurant open 25 hours? It's like impossible, right? So fashion industry actually even more competitive. That's one job or one project that's maybe 10 person are compete with that. Well, that was 2008, I remember, when I first moved there. That's financial crisis. Even as American, that's very difficult to get a job. As a foreigner, I also speak bad English back then, so I couldn't get a job. It's just simply impossible. So, back then I was thinking, that's what after 6 months, I said, I have 2 choices. One choice, I keep going, find the job. The other choice, I move back to China. Well, honestly, I told myself, I said, it's no way. I'm not going to move back like this. I'm going to find a way to make it in New York. So I said, let's start my own company. Well, that's a crazy idea even for Americans because New York is a very competitive city. It's not like Shanghai now. I mean, China actually gives so much opportunities to entrepreneurs to start their own business, supporting their business. But New York is very difficult. Well, this is the first thing I did. I got a haircut. I want to look like at least a New Yorker or Carrie Bradshaw. I got a haircut and color my hair, and then I got a desk. So this was me with I rent that desk from friend's office. All right, that's how it started. Looks like fashionable women, and then I have an office, right? So this was me and my whole company. I understand there's two kinds of company in fashion industry, simply, big and small. Well, big companies like Chanel, Louis Vuitton, or Calvin Klein, or they can be selling luxury goods, they can be selling t-shirts like Abercrombie Fitch. So the only one common they have, both have actually they have unlimited resources. They can be selling anything. They do not need any help. Well, that's a smaller company. On the other hand, there was many designers, and they acting like artists. To be honest, they are more like not really a corporate business organization. So they spend all their resources on the marketing, advertising, runway shows. So they don't like to spend money on anything else. But my view, they do need help. From understanding all of this, I'm asking myself, how do I fit in this fashion world? How do I start it? So I started as agent, work for a smaller company, bring their fashion to China. My goal was really try to bring New York fashion, which I saw every day already over there, to China. Back in 2008, that's something really China doesn't have yet. So I started with working as agent. One of the company actually becoming my first clients is called Tracy Race. It's a brand by Mrs. Michelle Obama. She used to wear the collection a lot back then. So I like the collection a lot. I think, wow, use her as marketing in China. It must be successful. So I said, let's call them. Then I pick up the call. I call the sales manager, and she's a woman. She's like, hung up on me. It's like, didn't even talk to me. For the third time, I said, I want to talk to the CEO. I just said myself, I said, okay, what's his name? I get the name, I get phone number, and then I just start calling him. Of course, CEO of the company, big company, there was impossible. So his assistant actually picked up the phone. He said very politely, he said, he's not available. What are you looking for? And very nice. And then, don't talk to me, of course. I couldn't speak with him. That kept up maybe for, 4 or 5 times. I don't even know what time. But I'm just telling myself, I said, I needed to speak with him, tell him how good business in China he will have. So I keep trying. And then I think maybe his assistant finally got bored with me. It was like, it's you again, Jesus. Okay, finally she said, okay, he's available today. Do you want I pass through? I didn't ready, to be honest. I was like, shoot, where's my notes? So I said, yes, sure, let's talk to him. So I actually, I don't think I find my notes. I literally talk. I have 2 minutes. I gotta have his attention. So I was kind of talk to him, and then I tried to convince him to sell the collection in China. I was very lucky because in 2008, most of American companies actually manufacture their collection, their clothes in China, not the other way. So for him, it's very good idea. I was also very lucky. He's very open-minded, CEO. So I was talk to him. I don't exactly remember what I said on the phone, but in the end, I said, would you like I come in for a meeting, really give you more details and proposal? You don't have to listen to me, but listen something about China is such a great idea, right? You have nothing to lose. Give me 10 minutes. So I was trying to convince have a meeting. Of course, I didn't hire by him. After the first meeting, of course, we go through different period, a few more meetings. I think he was, interested by my passion somehow, and I was quite aggressive. I said, I can do this, just let me try. Well, anyway, so I got him as first client. This was me actually doing a sales event in Shanghai, presenting the collection. I had no money at all, so I was put everything, rags together, all the clothing together. Then I said, okay, no model. What am I gonna do? Okay, let's do it myself. No cost anyway. So I said, this was me that's starting the company. You can see the logo is still different, but I was doing everything on my own. I think because I was really prepared, everything did great. We got some very good order as a first glance. Well, that's a good start, but the truth is after the first year, the agent model, to be honest, is not generating enough income to support the business. The biggest problem, because we're working with smaller company, which as I mentioned before, they have really limited money to spend on the sales. They doesn't want to spend on sales. They wanted to spend on the runway shows. They can spend $50,000 on runway show, but not pay me. So quickly, I had to understand that and also tell myself, okay, this is not going to work. I need to find something quickly. Something other I can bring in the business and support it if I don't want to lose my company, which I spend like 16 hours a day for. So I developed a second business model. I would not call it a second business model, but something supporting the business. I start to produce a report to doing strategic services for slightly bigger company. I did get some new clients, but to be honest, that even worse. I spent hours on the report, on the things about China, but the income still not good enough. Well, one good thing I did during that period, I start a weekly fashion newsletter, talk about China fashion. It's an English newsletter and distribute for free. So my idea was, well, there's something about fashion we can't really find too much information. Let's do something about China fashion. So I start with that. That got my name in front of thousands of people all over the world in the fashion industry, actually. So through the distribution role, people start notice me. We grow. I don't know how many numbers like distribution list we have. We have a huge database now. So I start with that, and then people start notice me. Then I got invited to speaking at the panels, conferences, and in the fashion industry in New York. To my surprise, I got invited as a keynote speaker at first fashion conference held in Germany. I got also invited speaking at U.S. Department of Commerce as their huge conference on trade with China. So all these opportunities come up. I was thrilled, For some reason, I'm becoming expert for China fashion industry. A lot of opportunity actually come to me. That was, we also start work with fashion organization called Fashion Service Network. I also start writing a monthly column about fashion industry in China, in New York magazine called Fashion Manuscript. And then we're also honored to become a supporting partner with CFDA, which is called Council of Fashion Designer for America. So that's one of the most important organizations in fashion industry. They have, they're very selective. So they have more than 400 designers, the most important designers as a member from US. They have 25 supporting partners. We was one of them. My company was one of them. So that's something interesting opportunity come to me. Well, I think, through all of this, I wanted to tell everybody what I feel. I could make my company become a PR, media, consulting company. But I don't know, back then, I would sit by myself, think quietly. I said, what exactly I want to do as next step for the company? I said, well, I would rather to have a real fashion business, real retail business. That's very difficult. More difficult, I would say, more challenging than just have a PR company, media company. But in my own view, if I can make that successful, my company can be really another level. So I decided to turn the company again to becoming, towards this direction, becoming a real business. Then I developed a third business model, which is acting as a retail partner for foreign brand in China. So I moved back to Shanghai. Now we are running, since I changed my business model in 2013 October, we are running more than 60 shops for our brand. I will reach 80 stores by the end of the year. So in a 1.5 year period, we pretty much set a good record. I was, I was happy, and my business finally taking off with the direction which I want to be. This was my office today. It's a little bigger than my one desk 5 years ago with my little desk in New York. And this is my team. And they are helping me build my business. This is part of the team. We also have but I think it's a cool picture. We're having lunch downstairs in my office. And they help me, manage all the advertising, sales, merchandising, all the business. What I have learned from my own experience, I think you have to believe in yourself. Use every opportunities that can grow you and your business. I think I used a lot of opportunities that come to me, but not all of them make sense. I try to pick the right one, to be honest, but not always right. But when I pick the right one, I go forward. And so I think I failed many times. All this first agent model, the second, strategic service model didn't work out. I think my 5 years was crazy, up and down. From starting a company with one little desk, one phone, to being industry expert for US government conferences, to now running a successful, fast-growing company. So I think the most important thing I learned is that doesn't matter what kind of difficulty you're facing, you should never give up. You needed to believe in your decision and judging it also very honestly. So I think that's actually created, a wisdom in me as a woman. So I think, anyway, my dreams take me from Beijing to New York, to Germany, to Shanghai. And if I can pack my bag and move abroad at the age of 30 years old, all of you can do it. So I think as a businesswoman, and I think from my own experience, women's strength really helped me. Every woman here, you should think independently about what you want in your life. Believe me, that will make you stronger. And I wish all of you here who have dreams can follow your heart and live the dream life you want to be. Well, thank you everyone tonight, and I look forward to speak to some of you later. Thank you.